Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about, because after all, I do shoot it, right? And I've never really talked about why whatever. Here's the full intro. We'll talk in a minute. Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Moleski. This is my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about blame. We've talked about modern feminism, and I talk a bit about being a victim. So today we're going to talk about blame and why I dislike it so very much.
If this is your first time here, welcome. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a commenting on comments, your comments from this video that you leave today. At the end of this video, I'll give you a secret word that you have to use in order for me to consider responding to you tomorrow in the video. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm really happy to have you. It's like we're internet friends. It's like we're an internet community.
And just an FYI, really listen to me.
Listen to me.
I think some of you are thinking that I'm something, and then you become mad at me when I'm not it. Some. I mean, this is normal, right? But I don't want you to do that with me. I am not red pill. I am not come back to the plantation. I'm not leave the plantation. I am my own brand of thinking, okay? So if you don't like that, then I might not be the YouTuber for you, and that's okay. All right, so let's do it. So I shoot that word blame every video, and yet I've never told you why I hate it so much that I shoot it in its GD face. Blame is actually pretty badass, and that's why I give everyone such shit for giving it away. Stop giving away blame. Stop. We all have unique lives, right? Duh. And we're all pained by different things, right? What is the last thing that happened in your life? Notice how I didn't say happened to you. The last thing that happened in your life that hurt you, that caused you pain. Okay, you got one? You got it? You have it? All right. Since I don't know yours, let's make one up together. Let's say that I meet someone and wow, I'm attracted to him and we hit it off and it's fun and it provides me hope for a future and happiness for the present. But it doesn't work out. He cheats, or he ghosts me, or he tells me that he's not as invested as I am, or he steals my gun, which I think actually happened to me, or, and it hurts and it ends. And it's a modern day hate crime because I hate it, right? Before my trouble and pain, I'm left with one gift, and that is blame. Blame is akin to Pandora's box. If opened, it releases many problems that were contained, but the good that balances out those problems is also released. Will you protect the one thing that you were left from a devastating event or an annoying life blemish? Or will you send it, the blame, to a person or group or institution or company that helped create the package? I say, no way. You're not getting my blame. It's mine. If I send the blame away, it's out of the way, true, right? And it feels pretty good to have it out of the way. Truth be told, the packaging that blame comes in is always ugly. Always. It doesn't look good in the living room. It doesn't look good in the bathroom. It's ugly in the kitchen. It looks like shit in your car. It's an ugly, clunky, heavy, yicky package. And that's why it feels so good to get it out of your life, out of the line of vision. But for the person who actually sits down with a friend or a cup of tea or a glass of wine or a good therapist and says, okay, I accept that the package is here. Okay, fine. I don't like it, but I accept it. I hate it, but I accept it. And then with courage, you can open the first layer of the package and you will find something different. All right. So maybe it'll look the same and smell worse, like shedding the first layer of an onion, right? Or maybe it'll look the same but be smaller. Oh, just a little, like a Russian doll. Or maybe it's like an LOL doll. I just learned about these things. You open it up and it's all these pieces that you have to unpack and you build something, right? All blame is different, but if you don't use it, it's a gift given away, you fucking giver. If you keep the blame and use it, you hold the power. No matter your blame, if you dig, there are always answers and insights in the package. You know, it just occurred to me that the term passing the buck is similar. The money is being passed around in a collection basket like a church. But there needs to be a point where someone takes the money, not in church, and stands up and takes responsibility. The buck stops here. The responsibility of that buck, of that blame, is big time. You'll get shitty stares from people who don't respect how hard it is to take responsibility. There are people who will act high and mighty when you take responsibility. They'll use it against you. There's my cat. I told you so. If you would just have, it serves you right. It's hard to stand in front of a culture. No! It's hard to stand in front of a culture or an audience, yourself even, that isn't used to or respectful of self-responsibility. So why do it then? Why take the blame? Why stop the buck? The buck! That's why, the buck. You get the buck. You earn the buck. You get the buck. A measly buck, you might say. Some things, may I point out, are more symbolic. The first dollar of a business made is often framed. Symbolism, right? Okay, blame. When anyone decides to blame their discomfort on someone else, I always wonder, what's the motivation? What's the good that can come from that? As far as I can see, the only good is maintaining a feeling of victim status.
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time.
The only good is justifying why they can't attain a goal or desire. The only good is a reason to stay complacent. A person who doesn't accept blame is someone who lives a life where life happens to them. If you are not to blame in any way, then that means something was done to you. Someone did something to you. And there are very few true victims in the world. Children, I would say children, or those too weak or innocent or stupid to do anything to see it, prevent it, stop it. It being the negative. I mean, who outside of children are really that innocent to pass the blame? Like I said before in my last video, right there. Childhood has a wall, and once you're past it, you're in the driver's seat. Don't act like it's some shitty arcade game. It's real, and it has rules and consequences. Street signs don't happen upon you. You happen upon them. Anyway, we live in a society. I always say that. But we live in a society. We do. We live in a society where everyone is a victim. It's turning into a natural way of thinking. Yuck. Have you ever told anyone that you liked your life, or that you're fine with the rules of life, or that you don't feel like a victim, or told a story where you come out losing and you say, but I'm happy it happened. It was a good lesson. Try it. Even if you have to fake it, try it. Tell someone you're content. Tell someone you're happy. Tell someone you went through something difficult and you've appreciated the experience. Tell someone you don't feel like a victim even when shit was clearly stacked against you. And really watch them. Watch their facial micro expressions. Some people will freak. They are not happy for you. And the freakouts are not exclusive to one gender. Even if things have gone poorly for you at some point and you accept it and are okay with it, some people will be enraged that you are happy, that you're not a victim-y. I think of the times when I've said to men and women that I'm against feminism and have never felt like a victim. People get so pissed at that. They think I'm stupid or blind or that my experience of being a victim is right around the corner. Wait for it. They want me to join them in victimhood. I see in my comment section men who say they're happy in love or hopeful about it, and other commenters get so pissed. They think these men are stupid or blind or that the experience of being a victim is right around the corner. They want other men to join their victimhood. Victimhood is a virus. It's spread easily and is easy to catch. It's airborne. If you're weak at all, it'll grab you and convert you. Beware. We're worried about corona. I worry about victim. Many people can't help but try to feed you reasons why you shouldn't be happy, content, okay with life, with the life lessons. They're trying to spread the virus. The antidote is in the blame if you're ballsy enough to dig for it. You'll get it. It's in the package. People tend to talk big shit about society or laws, big government, new world order. That's actually me. I'm really paranoid about big government. But anyway, that's blame. How convenient. If it's their fault, it's not mine. Ain't that a dandy? But let's play let's blow it up. Blow it up. First, it's you. Your whole life starts with you. Here's some shaming language. Are you a weak bitch? A mouth breather? Or are you a fighter? A practitioner of stoicism? A proud man? A strong motherfucker? Are you a woman's rally chanter? Instagram picture taker? A happy victim of your gender? A vegan feminist? A man-hating a purple-haired victim? Or are you self-reliant, a virtuous woman, kind-hearted, and kind and moral when no one's looking? First, it's you. Got it? Do you have a grip on who you really are and who you want to be and who you want to be? 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 Step back. Shake hands with your friends in your head. They're important. They're the ones who will either be happy or pissed if you say you're happy. They're the ones who say, damn, dude. Man, bro, you really have it tough. Girl, you are way too good for him. If these are your friends, you're fucked. You're screwed. Screwed. Then again, maybe you're lucky and you have friends who say, whoa, bitch, get your shit together. Own your life. Quit crying. Quit bitching. Quit complaining. Stop threatening to take your ball home and leave the game. Quit acting like you're being harassed everywhere you go. Quit acting like this is not your life. Quit acting like you're not the one in charge. Quit pretending that your life is under someone else's control, someone else's fault. If you want to win, hold yourself accountable. You want to win. You want to hold yourself accountable. You want friends who will help hold you accountable. For all the men who have been screwed over by a woman, do you think if you would have had a friend like me in the beginning who would have helped you to see disease in your partner, recognize red flags in the relationship, and helped you discover and attempt to terminate faults in yourself, do you think you would have gotten in the same mess that has made you upset? For all the ladies who have been victims in any way, do you think if you'd have had a friend like me, you would either A, not be so sensitive, B, seen the world in a more realistic way, not in a fantastical way? Or do you think if you would have had a friend like me lurking in your life, you'd just be stronger? Some of you would not welcome my friendship or a person like me in your life because I demand you never whine again. I would demand that if there's a package of blame, you bring it over to my house and we unpack that sucker. Some of you want to have a stranger or a friend say, wow, you've really been put through the ringer. I can't believe you even wake up in the morning after what's happened to you. You were such a survivor. You're so courageous. Which translates to me like, wow, you're such a fucking loser. I can't believe you decide to keep trying. You're clearly not good at life. If someone spoke to me in that bullshit soothing voice, I'd have to stop them from continuing. I'd have to come to my own rescue and say, nope, that's not how we're going to handle this. We're going to dig into my part so I don't experience that version of pain again. The package, the blame, mine, my blame. And if you hear this and it pisses you off, then maybe you're a fighter. So act like it. If you feel a rise of energy right now in your solar plexus listening to me, that means you have the ability to protect yourself, to stand up for yourself against me, against the message of this video. And if you have the ability to tell me why I'm wrong, why you are a victim, then you have fight in you. See? That means you are not a victim. It's a philosophical conundrum of sorts. Are you going to spend your energy, your power, your life force, that solar plexus energy in the comment section trying to convince me that you're really a victim? Or are you going to look that ugly package of blame in the face and unpack it? Which path is harder? Which path is easier? How are you spending your fight? Blaming anyone but yourself for everything or every lack in your life? If you have energy in your body to defend, justify your action, or protect yourself from reality, then you have the same level of power as everyone else. You just have to spend it in a positive way, in a way that creates and builds your life, not one that tears it and others down. If you have the power, the energy, the ability that everyone else has, which you do, BTW, that also means when you don't stand up for yourself, that's on you. Take the blame, let it change you for the better. All the times that you could have taken a wiser path and didn't, that's on you. Take the blame and let it guide you to a better life. All the times that you repeated a bad habit and were mad that the outcome sucked, that's on you. Take the blame. Use it to discover a better way. That's the beauty of blame. If we keep it and unpack it, we learn from it. We discover a clue as to where we should go next. It's like a life relay race. You pass the baton on to yourself, but the baton is in the package of blame. It's like a scavenger hunt, but the next clue is in the package. And the package is blame. It's your life, and the power is in that package. So when I shoot blame, it's the idea of giving the blame away. But if you can use it and look internally, that's why I also said, in my last video, you have to take a year or two off of dating or whatever to unpack, blame. There's some shit that you're responsible for. Get to the nugget and let it take you to the next place. That's it. That's my video today. If you would like to leave a comment, the code word today is... How about let's keep it simple? The code word is fault. Fault. You have to use the word fault. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow. If you're watching this video later, there'll be I'll put a card here so you can have access to the comments that you can't be a part of if you're late. But that's okay. You might like it anyway. Okay? Until next week. Thank you. Oh, and thank you everyone for subscribing and liking and sharing and the patrons that I have. It's helpful because it's social proof that there's some people out there that like my message. Like I said in one of my last videos, there's a lot of people that show you all the weeds in the world. I'm not a weed shower. I want to see flowers. I know, that's so girly. Hey, I'm a little feminine. God. Okay, everyone take care. See you soon. Bye.